Now to a deadly officer-involved shooting in Norfolk. It's the third one in just 1 week. Officers got a call around 11 last night about a man with a knife on West 30th Street. Police say that man threatened an officer and the officer shot him. 35-year-old David Latham died at the hospital, but his family says his death was unnecessary. 10 on your side's Liz Palka joins us now to explain. Liz?
Deanna, the family says they called 911 because Latham needed to be hospitalized. He struggled with mental illness, possibly schizophrenia, and hadn't taken his medicine for a few days. They say they needed help from police, but not if it meant their family member dying.
He did not deserve this.
He didn't deserve to be shot and killed. He needed help. That's what this family wants you to know about David Latham's death.
He was a very quiet and very kind person.
A man who had struggled with mental illness since he was 15 years old.
Whenever he would get kind of aggressive, like, and talking a lot or, anxious, it would take him to the hospital.
The house on West 30th Street was a crime scene the night before. It's where Norfolk police say 35-year-old Latham threatened an officer who then fired his gun. Several family members were inside and witnessed it. They say Latham answered the door when police showed up. He wouldn't drop the knife, but he never raised the weapon. He was still shot many times.
At the door, right at the door, 3 times. And while he's laying on the kitchen floor, he's still being shot. I mean, you wouldn't do a dog that way.
Latham's aunts weren't there, but the victim's mother and sister's stories are the same. And what's left the family in disbelief is they had called the police for help, just as they say they've done many times before. This time, Latham's mother called 911, saying her son had a mental illness. Then his aunt said one of the children in the house called police, telling them to hurry.
I understand that young people today are more dangerous than anything in the world. That I understand. But there are ways to deal with them, and especially if you get a call about a person with a mental illness, what are the tasers for? We need more answers.
Yes. It won't, this is not the end. We'll take it further.
Family members tell me Latham was aware of his illness. They say he could feel it coming on and had even taken himself to the hospital earlier this week, but he was sent home because he wasn't considered a threat. I've checked in with police on the family's claims. A spokesperson tells me they are investigating everything involving this shooting, and they will be releasing more information in the coming days. I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
Liz, thank you. And on Wednesday, a man pulled a knife on an officer at Calvary Towers on East Virginia Beach Boulevard. Police say the officer was serving 72-year-old Lawrence Fain an emergency custody order. Fain died at the hospital. The officer wasn't hurt. And last Friday night, police say James Brown started shooting from his Jeep Cherokee on Chesapeake Boulevard. 17-year-old Mark Rodriguez was shot and killed heading home from Norfolk Christian School's graduation. Norfolk Police Officer Brian Jones found the Jeep at Brown's home on Wellington Road, and off-duty officer Curtis Allison also responded to the scene. Investigators say Brown shot and killed Officer Jones. Officer Allison was also shot, but he survived. Police say Brown then drove off after shooting the 2 officers. He crashed into a parked car near East Little Creek Road. A 3rd officer shot and killed Brown during a struggle.